Hello everybody. Our third and final project of the year is going to be Vincent van Gogh. We're going to have two different options for the kids. One's either going to be the sunflower painting. A 4x6 canvas along with acrylic paints. So this one's going to be it's going to require a little bit more cleanup. So we want to make sure that everybody understands. We went through a couple different scenarios and we want to make sure that everybody is kind of doing it the same way because it worked out pretty well when we did it. There's going to be a few items on the carts. You're going to find paint. You're going to find two sets of brushes. There's enough brushes for each class, but when you have a class and a class right after it, this way that second class will have fresh brushes to use. So that way we can go back and forth on them and help restore them a little bit longer, and two, make sure that the next class in the day doesn't get stuck using the same ones that you're just rushing to clean at the end. Along with the paint and the brushes, there's going to be a large paper plate which you will set the canvas in. The canvas size is 4x6, so you see how small it is. So you'll set that on the plate, which will also serve as a drop paper, so when they paint around the edges, they'll just get it on the plate and not on their desk. We also have drop cloths for some of the smaller classes if you want to use them. So in addition to the large plate, you're also going to find a small, like dessert size paper plate as well. That is where we're going to put the paint. It takes a very, very small amount of paint to cover these small canvases, less than a dime size. And if they need more, you can always give them more. But I would start with very small applications. There's going to be a few different colors. So what you need to do is get them to decide on what they want to do. Whether it's the Starry Night, because then we'll give them colors to go with that, which would be yellow, white, black, and blue, which they can mix into a couple different variations. And then the sunflower painting is more green, red, yellow with the different variations. So depending on which way they want to go, probably some of the boys will want to do the Starry Night one, the girls will want to do the sunflower, some of them want to mix in between. So we're just giving them two options. And at the end of the slideshow, we'll hopefully have a picture that we can leave up so that they can see both paintings up on the screen to give them something to use. We also put there's going to be some solo cups on the cart for the kids if you want to put a little bit of water in them for them to clean their brushes. That way they can go in between the colors. Now, when we did that, I'm going to use one of these Starry Night samples that I have. So when we started out with it, and I had a first grader, third grader, we had a fifth grader, we had a few different kids do it just to make sure that we were going to get the end result we were looking for. So what they did is they started with the blue paint and then painted the whole background blue. So when they were done with the blue, they can give it a few minutes to dry. If they just use a light coat, it'll dry pretty quickly, usually within like 2 or 3 minutes. And while they're doing that, they can rinse their brush. So usually, unlike the Craypaws, when we start with the light colors and then go to the dark colors, it's actually easier to start with the dark colors and go to the light colors, because as you give it a few minutes to dry while you're cleaning your brush in between, they can come in with the light paint. And the way that Van Gogh painted, some of that stuff gets mixed in anyway, so you want them to try to mix colors, add in the white with the blue to get a lighter blue or different variations of the colors there. Now, we also put some Q-tips on the cart for the smaller grades. I mean, if you find that the kindergarten class, there's one volunteer or they're just having a lot of trouble with the brushes, we have some Q-tips on there that they can use as well that could just be tossed away. Now, the reason for the small paper plates as well is so when it's time to clean up, we can just throw them away. You can stack them up and toss them in one neat pile into the trash can. Now, the bigger plates, when they're done, if they need some time to dry, you can pick up by the sides of the bigger plates, which will allow you to put it over on the side somewhere to dry. If not, they can toss the big plate away when they're done as well. Now, the catch is with these canvases, we bought some over last year and this year because they're very pricey, but we were hoping to do something with the acrylic paints. So please make sure you only give one kid gets one canvas. That's it. Because it's they're really expensive, and I think we have just enough to cover everybody. So we want to make sure that everybody has those. Now, in addition, cleanup time, the brushes will be in canisters that you can fill up with water in either the pods or the classrooms, depending on if they have them. So what you'll do is you'll put the brushes in the canister and you fill it up with water, and you can shake it and clean them that way. And it makes it a lot easier to do them in one bunch. And then that way, when those wet ones, when the next class goes, that's why we have two sets on there. Like, for example, we have a 2 o'clock class and a 3 o'clock class. The 3 o'clock class can grab the new dry ones that haven't been used yet while you're still cleaning the other ones off, so that way you have enough time to make sure that you can get the cleanup done. Now, if you have any questions, You can either email myself at this email address, or you can email Melissa. We're happy to help you. All the samples that I did with my kids while we did them here took less than 20 minutes. So you want to make sure that that gives them maybe 30 minutes to paint, 10 minutes to clean up, and 15 minutes for the slideshow itself. We didn't add a video this time to the slideshow so we can get through it quicker and then at the end have time to clean. If you need to, make sure, deputize one of the kids to help you with some of the cleanup. Some of the kids will get done faster than the other ones. The biggest thing is just making sure that they don't slather the paint all over. If you just give them a little bit of blue to start with, each kid will get his own plate, and they're nice and small. You just give them a real little bit and just have them put the whole coat on the back. Here's a couple pictures of the samples I'm going to go ahead and stick up. And like I said, if there's any questions, you can email me. Here's some of the live ones as well. So thank you everybody for your help this year. It's been great. We got a lot of good feedback from people, ideas. We found a couple of new people that want to volunteer next year. If you know anybody that wants to, we're always looking for people on the committee. It's nice and easy. We only meet periodically just to come up with some ideas. And when we get more people's ideas, we come up with cooler things. But thanks for everybody for your help this year, and everybody that's moving up. Thanks for all the help you've done over the years. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.